I want to challenge all you, because I know all of us are busy. We all got a lot going on. But listen, you don't need more time. You need more focus. You need more focus. I'm having a conversation with somebody the other day, and he's about to get married, and he comes from some pretty relationally traumatic experiences, and he basically was like, I don't want what happened then to happen now, especially as I'm about to get married. He goes, can you give me some coaching? Can you give me some counseling? I go, first of all, join the academy. Okay, first and foremost. That's the same thing for you. You guys got to join the academy. We're about to make a massive shift in our whole community, in our whole program. We're making it as easy as possible, $11.99 a month. Went from $39 to $11. Just want to say that for all you guys. It's going to be so good for you, okay? We got live calls, all that kind of stuff. Shameless plug. I am selling it to you because I believe in it. That being said, I'm talking to him, and I basically tell him, listen, what you need to do is you need to learn to, a big P word, prioritize. Because you have an incredible heart. I know a lot of good people, but they're not good prioritizers, and as a result, they don't live a good life. It's a fat nugget right there. Good people, good hearts, they're not good at prioritizing, they don't live a good life. Because you have time for what you make time for. You have time for what you choose to have time for. Listen, our time is short in this life. But here's the reality. Most people are reacting to life as opposed to being proactive about life. If you are always reactive to life, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna repair everything. If you're proactive, you're preparing for things. And what I wanna challenge you to do is you need to be clear about your priorities. You need to prioritize your priorities. And when it comes to time, listen, our time is short and our work is great, so we must put some significant effort into our calendar and into our time. So his conversation with me is what I want to help you with today. And I want to help you when it comes to time management. I got a lot going on in my life. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm not asking for your sympathy or your compassion. I'm just telling you I'm qualified to teach on this because I got a lot of things going on. I'm a full-time pastor of a multi-site church, 3 locations. I am our executive pastor of ministries. And so a lot of strategy, I have a staff of about 25 people underneath me. I communicate regularly. I have 2 businesses. So I have a coaching academy. I also have a creative company called Social Church between me, my partner, and Jeremy. I got a wife, I got 2 kids. We got a lot of things going on all the time. I get asked to speak at places, I get asked to coach people, I get asked to counsel all the time. On top of that, if I only reacted to everybody and I didn't use the word no often, I would hate my life, hate it. I have an assistant who helps me regularly when it comes to managing my time and prioritizing my priorities. So the question is, do you know what your priorities are? I have family values, I have professional values. So I have ones that are personal, ones that are professional. My family values. My wife and I talked about this on a previous video where we talked about ordering our lives because we're ordering our lives according to our values. We are humble, hungry. We prioritize our home. We prioritize the house of God, and we prioritize our health. Those are the Frye family 5 values. I also have I have 5 values when it comes to my personal health. My faith, family, fitness, my future, and my friends. Those are my 5. I've clearly identified that. So when I am prioritizing things, the first thing that goes into my calendar, because I work on my calendar, I don't just work in my calendar. Meaning I'm not just reacting to all people's requests of me, I'm working on my calendar. And then if it fits in my calendar and I have time for it after the priorities are done, then I can say yes. But I'm not going to respond to everybody, because here's what happens when you're not a good prioritizer. When you're not a good prioritizer, the people that need your best get your least. I'm not gonna be somebody that saves the whole world and neglects his family. I'm not gonna be that guy. I've seen that time and time again, particularly pastors and ministers, people that are starting things, entrepreneurs. I'm in all different spaces right now. I'm coaching some corporate clients. We're always doing new things, essentially. But that being said, I have to stick with my priorities to make sure my faith, first and foremost, my relationship with God is my top priority. My relationship with my family, my wife and my 2 sons are second. They're the second things that go on my calendar aside from my relationship with God. My fitness, I want to make sure that I'm healthy so that I can be in this for the long haul. That is physical, that is emotional, that is spiritual. Then it comes to my future, is I'm designing things and I want to build a life that, listen, I listened to this book recently, read this book recently. He says, I want to teach entrepreneurs how to build a life that they don't need a vacation from. Ugh, it was a fire line. I want to teach people how to build a life you don't need a vacation from. You get to go on vacation. You don't have to go on vacation though. I want a life like that where I'm just like, I love everything that I'm doing. Everything energizes me. I'm up early in the mornings. I'm up late at nights because my mind is racing because I got all these ideas. I'm just excited about life because I'm working on my future. Most people though are working in their job. They're not working on their future. And then lastly would be my friends, is I'm not going to be the guy that builds this golden empire and I got nobody to share with. I don't want to be that guy. That's why we designed those 5. If you don't have values, adopt mine and then edit, reframe, and focus it to make it to yours. You need to be prioritized when it comes to your time. You don't need more time though. You need more focus. You need to focus on the things that matter most. So 4 things that I told this guy, 4 things that I told him when it comes to making sure you're prioritizing certain things. Number 1, schedule your values. Schedule your values. First and foremost, this applies that you need to have a calendar meeting every single week. I'm gonna give you some premium content that I gave my academy coaching. If you don't prioritize things, you will realize that you are neglecting, you're hyper-focusing on a couple things and you're neglecting all the things that matter most. You need to schedule your values. Write down your values, put it into practice, implement them immediately. You need to have a weekly, I call it an AT meeting because I do it with my assistant, but maybe you can do it with your wife, you can do it with your girlfriend, you can do it by yourself. Go through your values and the first few things that you do is you put it on your calendar. Okay, here are my 5 values. Where am I putting it? How's my time with the Lord this past week? Did I spend time with my family this past week? Okay, how many times did I go to the gym? Am I prioritizing my nutrition, my health? I'm going through faith, family, fitness. My future. Am I working on my business? What were some of the other ones? Is my brand being developed? Am I focusing on my brand? I'm on YouTube. I'm developing this. I have a team that helps me in social media and I've hired a few people with that. And then 5 is my friends, is what am I doing next? What fun event, what thing am I planning now? You do that and you do that regularly with consistent habit and consistent practice, you will live a life that you love. Are there things that are frustrating? Are there things that are problematic? 100%. But I want to be the guy that grows, and not just grows in responsibility, but grows also in enjoyment, where I'm accomplishing my assignment, but I'm also enjoying it at the same time. Schedule your values. Number 2, script your days. Script your days. I have clearly designed my morning, my evening routines. So what does your morning look like? What does your evening look like? Literally write it down, document it in a way that is like, okay, at 7 a.m. I wake up, I drink this water, I read this book, I'm documenting some of the things. In his book, I think it's called The Perfect Day Formula. He talks about 3 aspects of the day. You gotta win your morning, you gotta work your day, and you gotta enjoy your evening. So 3 aspects. Win the morning, work the day, enjoy the evening. Don't be somebody that gives your least to the people that matter most to you. So make sure you come home with energy. And if we're honest, most people come home exhausted and tired and they give their least to their children, to their wife, to their kids. And no wonder we see the family in shambles. Script your days. Design days in ways that you have energy throughout the day. And don't just pay attention to your time management, but your energy management. Work on your morning, design your evening, script your days. So schedule your values, script your days, shape your ideal week. What does an ideal week look like for me? Understanding that I'm gonna have to pivot a couple times, but what does my ideal week look like? I have themes for every day. Me Mondays, Tackle Tuesdays, Work Wednesdays, or Tactical Tuesdays, Work Wednesdays, Think Thursdays, Flex Fridays, Semi-Slow Saturdays, Slam Sundays. This has been my ideal week for a few years. There's always been some iterations and tweaks. But I know on Think Thursdays, that's my day where I really study. I take content prep time. Tuesdays, Wednesdays are just meetings booked back to back to back. Fridays, Saturdays, I typically work on my businesses. I work on some of the content that I'm working for. I'm meeting with people that I mentor or people that are mentoring me. Sundays, all day church. I stack meetings after that. Mondays, I Sabbath. This is my ideal week and I'm happy with that. And if it's not working, here's what we do. Number 4 and last one is we survey our fruit. Because here's what I wrote out, and when it comes to surveying your fruit. Some things are destined to grow apart, but some things grow apart because you didn't do your part. So because we didn't do our part, here's what happens. Is things are naturally starting to decay and they're starting to die, they're starting to become destructive. Why? Because we didn't pay attention to them, we didn't focus on them. So we have to regularly survey our fruit and essentially ask the question, how am I doing with my faith? How am I doing in my family? How am I doing in the areas of my fitness, my future, my friends? How am I doing when it comes to my calendar? Did this meeting go well? Did this meeting not? Do I have action steps? We are constantly surveying our fruit, because if we want to have an evolution in our lives, we need to have evaluation of our lives. I hope this helps. I want to challenge you. You don't need more time. You need more focus. And I'd like to help with that. If this video helped, why don't you comment below, ask a couple questions, maybe I'll respond. Make sure you follow me on social media, shoot me a DM, would love to hear from some of you guys. Or for some of you, I wanna challenge you, it's time to join the Academy Coaching. And you know what? We'll even give you a free month if you wanna test it out and try it. We'd love to have a conversation with you. Why don't you check out our website, theacademycoaching.com. Hope it helps. God bless you.